Aquarius? Wow, you're early again? That's new. Let's do this. So I've been thinking we should spend more time looking at the cards than we do with me just pulling them. So take a deep breath. Let's pull some cards and let's look at the reading together. So Aquarius, August ends up being a month of healing the past, healing your roots, healing anything actually that sticks out in the past few years as being extremely painful and unresolved. Great time of healing, great time of reconnecting, but also for forgiveness of self. So much that you'll be able to heal has an element of, okay, you can stop beating yourself up for that now. There's closure. In terms of work and friendships, you have some management to do, but you're used to that. Page of Pentacles. If you are dealing with an earth sign, or if you feel like money is slow, it's a good time to collaborate. And if it's a person, it's a good time to let them pretend like they don't know what they want. If they seem to be vacillating, give them the room to do so. Push nothing. It is a time of healing and repair, so anyone who doesn't feel like being around doesn't want that energy, and we don't want them around you. Simple. If you are going back and forth about a money situation because you don't feel like you have enough, again, it's time to collaborate. Look to those around you who have more. Look for investors. You can find some if you don't panic. No need to panic. Leo finds themselves on their natural pedestal this month, and you have the full moon in your sign, and you're feeling pretty good by mid-August as well. Underneath the Nine of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups. We'll take that. And we have the Knight of Swords. We'll take that too. Rushing Aquarius, healing the love, healing the feeling of being in love. Are we finally ready for romance again? It looks like it, but only because we can go back and finally tear off some of those old bandages that really gotta go. And like I said, once you rip that bandage off, what you find underneath may not be something appealing, but at least we can move forward now. In terms of your health, watch what you're eating, please. The excessive drinking as well, watch that as well. Whatever checks you write, you're gonna have to come up with the cash for it in Virgo season. Remember that, especially energetically, not just in terms of money. Whatever structure you build up right now with someone, they will expect you to fill that vessel in a month. So if you can't do that, don't play the game. Now, if the vacillating is about work, rest assured that by mid-month, there is a huge opportunity offered, and you should rush towards it. It looks like you will. It will bring you a lot of emotional contentment. It's good. It's really good. If you're dealing with a fellow air sign and you feel like it's time to let them know about your feelings, I'm not sure I can stop you. And anyway, why not? Go for it. The sun is across from you on your relationship axis. You're feeling very amorous. I say go for it. I think luck. And I feel like the more aggressive you are about what you want, the more you're gonna get. Ooh. And then we have the Strength card. So take a page out of Leo's book. You also deserve to be on a pedestal. You can be on the moon pedestal. They can be on the sun pedestal. That Leo card there is about your relationship axis. It is about the sun being there and attracting all good things to that area of your life. So much healing in your long-term relationships, in your past relationships. But be careful that you don't take that healing as a sign for getting back into something toxic. Closure is one thing. You know what I'm going to say. All right. If you are dealing with a Leo themselves, you may be feeling quite aggressive towards them. This is not going to work. Trying to take time from them right now is a mistake. Let them enjoy their season, no matter how much you feel that it should also be your time. It's your time as long as it's for you. 10 of Cups in reverse. It's your time if it's for you. If you need things in your family life to work out a certain way before you can be happy, you're going about it the wrong way, and the cups will spill. The key to a happy coexistence here is something that Aquarius knows how to do really well, which is to focus on self. Aquarians and Leos must focus on self for the betterment of the group. The Devil and the Tower. So the Devil also came up in the Leo reading, and it came up in a position not with the Tower, but it's close. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, you may find that it really is time to say goodbye. But in terms of your Saturnian life, in terms of your material life, you may find that there is a huge shakeup if your emotional life gets in the way. So it's good to go through the healing. It's good to have the closure. It's good to revamp old relationship dynamics. But it's really important to do so on your own time and not let it interfere with your job and your work, because that could very easily turn around on you in a way that nobody wants. So great potential, but when you're offered this huge cup of opportunity, of course, spilling it one way or the other, being careless, is going to cause Tower moments. So it really is about taking this huge influx of manifestation energy in, taking it from Leo, and then using it in a way where you raise, the tide instead of having it fall back on you. Interesting with that Devil card. The Capricorn reading is going to be very interesting, I think, because they're coming up very strong in both the Leo and the Aquarius reading. And you do have this external push, both of you this month, to live up to your own great expectations. But here it looks like there's so many different versions of what that means that if you don't pick early on in the month which ones you want to tackle, which ones you want to focus on, it may be too overwhelming by the end of the month. You have a window here to heal, to move forward, to address whatever it was and finally leave it behind, but also to take the calm and clarity that comes with that closure, and move forward professionally, move forward emotionally, move forward just with your own personal development. And how all of that is thwarted if we cannot mid-month get a handle on the healing and the emotion and we let it fall back on us. So, it's great, but it's a power that's very large and hard to wield. So just needing a little primer and how to navigate such great strength. It's great. And you look strong. And that's what we want, right? bottom of the deck here is the Two of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So there is a lot of opportunity for new partnership. There's a lot of opportunity for healing in an old partnership that ended abruptly. Just being very careful that we don't mistake closure for invitations. Yes, I'm just going to keep saying it because that's my job. Yay. Love you. Let's look at them, yeah? Mwah. Hi, Aquarius. Okay. So, here we are. If you are going back and forth still about an earth sign, I think what you're going back and forth about is somehow you're trying to talk yourself out of your own doubt. Somehow you think you can explain away what you know to be true. And this is not possible. Because like Leo, you are being asked to remove your focus from that which is toxic, that which is unsure, that which we have often called the fuckboy card. Anything that is still making you feel like an option, or something that you feel is an option perhaps for you. Something you are unsure about. And this has continued, just these two cards, this part of your life has continued much longer than it should have, and you know this. And it is not it has not gone unnoticed that you have purposefully perhaps put certain aspects of your life on hold. Or if they are currently flourishing, this can be a small project that may take way too much out of you and you're unsure about it. Either way, what's on the other side of your doubt I don't think is as important as the fact that your doubt is so strong. And it is this healing now that happens. This set of realizations, you boldly rushing towards what you think can be different this time. And I know the season gives you the power and the vitality and the fire to go for it, and I see that. But if you are trying to fit someone into the Ten of Cups mold, it has not fit into it before, and you have tried before. It doesn't look like that person has gained anything that would make them any better of a fit, which is why I think the Ten of Cups comes out in reverse, because you want so much for it to be more than just a healing, for it to be more than just closure. You want it to be the renewal, the revival of something. Financial or personal, it doesn't matter. It could be a friendship. It could be going back to school. And of course we can all see that you want it, and of course you have the appropriate fuel to go for the thing and stop vacillating. And yet I think there is some logic here. Somewhere deep in the Aquarian brain, you know that if you are so indecisive, then it's for a reason. And whatever that venture is, perhaps it's better to have 9 cups than to go for the 10th and have it all spill over. If you were dealing with a Capricorn, it's very likely that that's already happened and that you and them have had your Tower moment. If not, this may be a Capricorn in your life that you are not in any way romantically linked to, and they are really going through a time. A bad breakup. You may have come to your wit's end with a Capricorn or a Leo. And it's you that's causing the Tower moment, because you can no longer mistake a lesson for a lifestyle. But regardless of what other people are doing or not doing, Aquarius, this month is really about you directing the flow of your life and recognizing that your fixed nature can at times really hurt you. There are so many things you miss, so many things that can keep you looping in your mind. So many things that can keep you out of the present and out of the now. So many things that you wish had gone very differently. So there is a great danger this month to mistake all of this very close, emotional, getting all your feelings out time for you. It's a vulnerable time for you when you're going through something like this emotional purge. The moon pedestal is one of purging a lot. It's like the sun across is pulling it out of you. Where are the last of the sentimentalities? Where are you not focusing on your present, dotting the I's and crossing the T's, whether it be in business or otherwise, because you're just not focused enough? It's not a month to focus on inadequacies. It's not a month to focus on why this person treated me the way, or why this thing ended up being the way it was, even though I wanted it so much. Because that's a trap, and it'll take you to a very egotistical place in Leo season if you let it. Instead, understanding that the lessons come in may not be to begin a new love affair. They may be to finally clean house emotionally in a way so that new love becomes... Sorry about that. And not just new love, but new partnerships, new collaborations. Something work-wise that could be so very lucrative. And of course, it sounds redundant to keep telling Aquarians to get there. Sorry about that. People are super persistent with the calling. All right. If all of this pertains to work, be very careful when you're swinging through the jungle to grab one vine before you let go of the last. To grab another vine before you let go of the last. But once you've grabbed that new vine, let go of the previous one, please. There will be so much temptation to want to believe, but your gut and your sentimentality are at odds. Because your gut knows to run, but your sentimentality wants to stay. This is a real growth moment for you to prove to yourself how much you've learned, how far you've come, and how much stronger you are, which will of course directly reflect in the state or the health of your relationship. But you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And I think you may have passed up on some pretty good opportunities to go after something that really wasn't worth it. I think that's part of what makes you want to go back and try to fix things, that you know that it was so close to being perfect, but either through no fault of your own, or through a very specific fault of your own, it's like you couldn't decide. You couldn't make up your mind, and now you feel like you can have another crack at it in a way, or they couldn't make up their mind. This thing always goes either way. But now you feel like you have another crack at it, or you can't get it out of your head. You want another crack at it, or you regret what you gave that up for. But this is all just you living in the past. That's what worries me. This is a card of now. This is a card of now. You know, but you're all retrograde-y and all like back here in the brain, and you know, the back brain, the fear and the past, and rushing towards the past. It's when the cards are very clearly saying to you, hey, you know, hey, come back. Stay here, stay in the present, stay in the now. You can't help these cups. These are too far away. These haven't happened yet. That's in the past. But there is something right in front of you. And I think that should be your focus in Leo season. How to stay in the present and not think about the past, and not let the past that is painful inform your decisions, but also not to completely disregard it either. So you get duped in the same way. To keep your eyes open and not be cynical. To live in the now and not be a dummy. This is the challenge, yes? Great. Okay, Aquarius. Loves you. See you in the extended in just a second.